Yeah, I'm happy that, let me just check. I'm happy that you all guys made it. And yeah, pretty much my goal for you today is talking about mindset and of course some lead generation that I have used in my business so I can grow it. And yeah, just as Amanda said, let me, oh my God, this is my first time using this. Okay, now it's working. Okay. So as she said, I just want to let you know a little bit about me. So I'm from Colombia. I came 6 years ago to Houston. I lived pretty much my whole life in Colombia. When I came to Houston, I was actually gonna start doing a business degree because I have my background is in business. But when I came here, I noticed how, what was the real estate is very different from my country because there is not very organized. And when I noticed, all the easy tools and everything, it was something that really caught my attention. So I started working with this real estate agent. That's where I started learning and I got excited about real estate. And after that, the agent was having some issues, just keeping that deal coming through every month. So that was one of the problems where I couldn't keep working with him. But I still wanted to go in that journey. So I found this management company. They manage 400 homes in Houston and greater Houston area. So that was a great experience for me because I could learn everything from the landlord side, tenants, screening tenants, and that's what made me really started looking into getting my real estate license. So I started as new agent and I joined this small broker because I didn't want to pay all these fees. So I just started paying very little and I was working full time with the company. So I really didn't have much time. And that's when I got introduced to EXP. And I met Amanda. She was great with the presentation. And I started noticing all the tools that I needed to start growing my business. And the thing that I liked the most about EXP was the technology because I didn't have the time to actually be present on this broker that they just had the training on the side, So that's when I joined and I was doing it part-time. And on my second year is when I really thought that that was something I want to pursue, and a part-time didn't give me the whole time to really focus on my business. So I decided to go as a full-time agent. And one of the great things that I heard somebody mention is, the collaboration, because any question I had, I could go to Amanda, to Hui, to everybody, and they were just so open and they made me look like a rock star with my clients, as Amanda said. You really have that confidence in yourself that you can really accomplish anything. And if you don't know the answer, that's okay, but you have somebody that is actually gonna support you. So having that collaboration, I think that really helped my business grow. And since I'm not from Houston, I basically had to run my business through social media because I didn't have that sphere of influence and all these people around me that I knew. So pretty much I had to go and meet strangers. And that's when I was able to the cap on the second year. I pretty much from my business, some came from the management company because I was being able to do rentals, and then some others were from my lead generation through Facebook, through Instagram, through Craigslist. So I will show you a little more about that when we get further. And finally, I was able to hit Icon Agent last year. That was a huge accomplishment for me because it's really tough business, and really I didn't think that I was gonna. At some point I was, I don't know if I'm gonna make it, but I was like, no, I'm gonna give my 100% and I'm gonna be able to do it. And if it doesn't, I just give my all. So I was able to close that $5 million deal. I don't like to talk much about that, but I think it's pretty inspiring because that was an opportunity that came from hard work. I actually have a friend and he flipped a home, and basically he had this boss. His boss has a lot of money, and they flipped this house and they tried to sell it with another agent, and it wasn't successful. And my friend really pushed it to his boss to work with me, And, you know, I work really, really hard. I always work hard for my clients, and I was able to sell it. So basically, that made him think of me when he was gonna purchase his home. And, you know, it's opportunities that come from hard work. So, you know, if you give it all, if you really do your job, and if you really care about people, at some point you're gonna have these huge opportunities that are gonna come through your way. So, you know, always do your best, because this was as a result of my hard work. And it was, yeah, something huge that I didn't think I was gonna accomplish that, you know, that soon. So, um, so okay, and this my most recent year, I started my company, is J Signature Group, and my company, yeah, I'm trying to build this team. I don't know if my team members are here, maybe, but we're working on it. So yeah, I want to be an inspiration. I really want to work hard, you know, helping others. Even the same, you all guys are here, and if you ever need any help or anything with something that you don't understand, I will be happy to help. So I will give my information, so feel free to reach out to me. And okay, and then well, I love to travel, so that's my inspiration. I love nature, I love good food. That's things that I like. Houston is amazing because it has great restaurants, so I enjoy going and visiting all these places, and really help others. This is something that I found. I think I wish I could done it before, and that's one of the reasons why I'm doing this. I haven't spoken before. This is my first time, so just so you know, it's something that I really want to push myself to share with others, because yeah, I have been through a lot, and I know I can help new agents like you. And this is something that I want to do this year, you know, contribute to others. And that's something that I find out that I need to start doing more proactive. And I speak a little fast. So if at some point somebody's, oh, I don't understand what you're saying, because sometimes I go really quick, just let me know, because I really want you guys to, you know, get everything as possible from me. So if somebody feels like I'm speaking a little fast, just give me a hands up. Okay, so any questions? Let me, this is a little bit slow, but okay. Okay, this is my first thing that I want to share with you guys, and I want you to really like do an exercise with me. So why? That's the most important thing that you need to ask yourself when you're starting in any business, real estate, or anything that you start. And the reason why is because when I started, I didn't know my why, and to push yourself harder every day to what you really want to accomplish, you need to know your why. And sometimes we don't really know, and we just start going through all of these, and then things start to get hard. And real estate is not easy. Real estate has a lot of ups and downs, and is something that you have to keep pushing yourself, or any other career that you want to pursue. So for me, my why, I thought it was to travel, because I love to travel. So I was like, oh, I'm gonna travel the whole world, and that's what I wanna do this. But then later on, asking myself deeper questions is like, why do you want to travel? I want to travel because I want to share more time with my family, with the people that I love, because I want to spend more time with them, because I want to have the freedom to grow myself, to grow my personal self, and be able to help others. So that's my why. And having that why, my big why is my mom too. I want to help her financially, and that finding that why for me is what pushes me every day to really, you know, push hard. And that's what I invite you guys to do today. So we're gonna do this exercise really short. So if you want to grab a piece of paper, so I invite you to really get a piece of paper, and we're gonna work on that. So what's your why? What is your why? Because that's very important. If you want a better car, why is that? Because you want to have a better car for traveling with your kids. You want to have more vacation because you want to share time with your family. What's your why? You got to be more, maybe you write down all these things that you maybe like a car, of course, a watch, a purse, a big house. But really, like, most of everyone wants something because we want to share with others. Sometimes it's your family, your friends, your partner, your kids. So I'm gonna give you 2 minutes. So please try to think about it deep inside of you and write it down. Write down everything: family, help others. You want better future for your kids, bigger impact in the world. Did you want to support a cause? Think out that house, that car, that purse. What do you want? Picture it in your mind. Picture that beach, maybe be on the mountains, be with your family, be with your loved ones. Just picture that in your mind. Really imagine what the future looks like. What is your why? Why you do everything that you do? What is gonna push you hard every day? Write down everything that comes to your mind. Don't stop. Good job, guys. Great. So yeah, who would like to share what came to your mind? Who would like to share a little bit? What's your why? Okay, yeah, I'll drop.
So I wrote down to provide a better life for my family, to be financially stable while still maintaining the freedom of being a mom first. And I have a short-term goal of being able to buy our second final house, which I consider our dream home, in 3 to 4 years, and I would like to pay cash for it, or at least half cash.
Okay, great, great. Thanks for sharing. Amazing. Anybody else? Oh, Ashley, I think, Ashley, I think you're muted. Do we unmute her, Amanda, or do you?
On it. Okay, can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay, so my goals to be a real estate agent, financial freedom. I think everybody agrees. We all want to be able to travel whenever we want, get up and go see the world on a day's notice, like with your family, with your friends. Like if you can pay for your friends, even better. Like we all want to do that for each other. Physical freedom. I work the 9 to 5. I think we all have. We all want to get up and go for a jog, take our dogs on a walk, maybe do some yoga. I don't know. That's what I like to do. I like to have my own little routine. And with the 9 to 5, I couldn't do it. So I really like that. Transitioning to real estate, I can make my own routine and kind of get started on my terms. What else? I want to help my friends and my family purchase a house. So I grew up on the east side. We didn't really have much or anything like that. So my parents still don't have like their own house, they're still paying towards it. And I would love for them to buy their own house. I would love for them to have that freedom to just do whatever they want. I would love for my dad to retire. I would love for him to have that, you know, like this house under his name. I think that's like his biggest dream. And I would love to do that for my friends and my sisters. I don't think we really understand that it's important to have your own property, especially these days. It's really, really important, and it wasn't really taught to us. So I'm just like learning that now, that it's good to have like your own stuff, and go for it, because it's possible. Let's see, I want to retire at a decent age, just like what my dad's going through. I wouldn't want to be working when I'm still like 60, 70. And I would love to do that for my friends and family too. My shortest goal right now is to start a new chapter with my boyfriend. We want to buy a house, so that's what we're saving for right now, to buy our own house or start a home, and then get married, eventually build a family. Yeah, and then I think after like I reach those smaller goals, I would like to give back to my community on the east side. And I'm living in Pearland now, and I love how much it's growing. So I would love to help it grow into whatever, you know, it's going to be. I think it has a lot of potential. On the east side, I would love to just make it grow. Like it's kind of torn down a little bit, but I would love to just build it back up and give people hope. It's not a very good, it wasn't a good environment for a lot of people growing up, because it doesn't really give you a lot of hope growing up in that environment. But giving back to the community and then getting like making them realize you can do everything that you put your mind to, and just like letting them see that. And I think it would give everybody the kind of like the oomph to like, hey, we can make this place better. Like we don't have to leave it the way that it is. You don't have to walk away from like your childhood house or environment. You could just make it better for the next generations to come.
Great, thank you so much.
I think I went on a little tangent there.
No worries, thank you so much. So yeah, so okay guys, basically with this exercise, thank you, all these, you know, beautiful things that you said, and having this contribution, and probably you can go deeper inside of you and really finding out, you know, that small exercise where you wrote down all these things. But at the end of the goal, we do have this why, this little why that we're gonna repeat ourselves every day to keep pushing us forward. And that why is gonna really make you strong to really get your goals where you want to. So I encourage you that if maybe afterwards we finish this exercise, just try to make a small phrase that you can repeat yourself every morning and say, this is my reason why I'm doing this, and I'm gonna accomplish it. And you know, it's gonna keep pushing you. So thank you guys for doing the exercise. Okay, so let's go to the next one. Thanks so much for sharing. Okay, second, yeah, this is another thing that, you know, related to mindset that I actually do, and maybe some of you do already, is, you know, having a morning routine. It's very important to exercise the muscle of your mind, as we do with our body, because our brain is designed to protect us. So all the time we see the negative, or we can't do it, or this is scary, you know. And the same with your body, you need to make your mind strong. And if maybe you have a leader or a person that you can go to and keep you accountable, that's great. If not, you know, one of the things that I do is exercise. If you don't like to read, you can do audibles. There are a lot of tons of great books that you can actually go if you want to learn out something. If you think that you need to work on your mindset, or if you want to work on real estate, anything that you want, but primarily is your mindset and being strong. Meditate. Sometimes we go day to day just rushing, and we don't stop and see, okay, what can we do better, or what did we learn, or just take that deep breath and relax, and, you know, keep moving. But really taking that meditation or that moment for us to even 5 minutes is really gonna help you to refocus, because sometimes we just get overwhelmed in the day to day. There is this book, maybe some of you know it. I'm gonna put it at the end of this presentation, and Amanda will help me to share with everybody, so you all have it. Hal Elrond, he has written The Miracle Morning. So this book basically tells you how to start creating these habits. You can start with one habit. I started trying to do everything at the same time, and it didn't work. So I will say just start with one or two, and then start, building up on that. Meditations, affirmations, what you say to yourself really matters. If you really every morning do priming and say, okay, I'm successful, I'm smart, and you really, it's not just you, if you keep saying it to yourself, it's gonna come true. Visualization, so the exercise that we just did, really putting your goals there, but really internalizing the goals and putting on your mind, okay, what it would be like being on this dream with my friends, with my family, and visualizing all your goals. That will really help you to keep going and know what you're doing. Reading, as I said, I would like to read more, but I don't. So sometimes I just play articles in the morning while I cook, while I do my breakfast. So you can do the same and find books. There are just tons of authors that you can really follow depending on what aspect of your life you want to improve on. And journal, writing down those things that maybe you learn from. If you had this day and something didn't happen the way you wanted, write down, okay, what did I do that I can improve on? It's not about talking to yourself that, oh, I'm stupid or something like that. No, it's about, okay, what can I improve on? We need to realize our mistakes, but at the same time, we need to just say things that maybe we did good and what we learned from, and that will help you too. So if you have a journal, just try to write down those things that it really will help you. Okay, so that's one question. What's right now, if you ask yourself, maybe write it down as well. What is the one thing you can improve in your life today that will help you to make your mind stronger? So what is the one thing you can improve in your life today that will help you make your mind stronger? It may be for you to start exercising. It may be starting listening to audibles. It may be going to the EXP, EXP presentations from all the speakers. It may be reading, anything that can help you today. Write one thing and focus on that for the next, let's say, they say that you need 20 days, I believe, to create a habit. So work on that one thing that will help you to make your life, improve your life today. Okay, the second thing is gratitude. So I believe that gratitude is one of the best gifts in life. When you're grateful, fear disappears and abundance appears. For me, this is great. I tell it from my own experience. This is from Anthony Robbins. If you know him, great. If not, he's been great for me. He's a motivational speaker. He always, talks about abundance, contribution. And I did this seminar before, and what I wanted to do every day was being grateful. Because if you're grateful, really, other things that you think that are a big deal are not really. Being grateful because you can breathe, because you can walk. Sometimes we just are so in the day-to-day that the most little thing that is really not important, we just make this, a big impact in our lives. When being able to live, being able to see, being able to breathe, everything is a gift in life. So for me, I believe in God. I don't know if you believe in God or you believe in another force, but being grateful every morning before I go to my work or I do anything, saying a prayer and saying thanks God because I wake up, because I have food, because, I can go with my family because I have my family around me, all those things my family is alive, they are with health, I have health. So all those things is really gonna help you to see things differently. So if you really build the habit of being grateful, before and after, before going to bed and when you wake up, that has created a huge impact on me, and I hope for you, as well. So, and the last thing is words matter. So the same, be aware of how you talk to yourself. Sometimes we're very hard on ourselves. We just we just talk, and if something goes wrong, we just said, oh, we're dumb, we're stupid, or why did I do this, or what am I thinking of? And we start, just start saying, I'm not capable, I'm gonna give up, I'm not good enough, and all these things is gonna resonate in our minds, and we're gonna start believing it. So be very careful on how you talk to yourself. One exercise that somebody told me, and it really, I think it helps, is what would you say if, let's say you have a really bad day and something really wrong happened, what would you say if you were your friend? Not talking to yourself and beating yourself up, but what would you say to a friend? You're probably not gonna tell your friend, oh, you're dumb, you're stupid. No, you're gonna tell him, okay, you made a mistake, you're gonna learn from it, because we care about others. But sometimes we're just tough on our own selves, that we just talk negative and we just keep feeding our minds with that. And the world is hard and we cannot control our environment outside of us. But if we can control ourselves, our thoughts, the way that we talk to ourselves. So I invite you to always put positive words whenever you get on this habit or of talking, to yourself negative. Just push back and say, no, okay, what would I say if I was a friend? So that way it will change the way you talk to yourself. And of course, we have to acknowledge the mistakes that we made, but we gotta move forward, know what happened, how can we improve, and keep going. So that's something else that really helps me. Okay, let me see. Am I talking fast, or am I okay? As somebody tells me okay, or
Great.
okay.
You're doing amazing.
Yeah, no, I'll
Jhoanna.
jump in. Jhoanna, you're doing great. This is really refreshing. Me and Amanda are so used to, handling these classes every week, multiple weeks for years now. It's pretty refreshing for someone to come up here and share their story with everyone, and for me to be on the other side as a listener. So you're doing great.
Nice. Thank you. Okay, just making sure.
You are amazing, Jhoanna. It is beautiful. It's amazing.
Okay.
Yeah,
Thank
2
you.
thumbs up. 3 if I had 3.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so let's everybody stand up on your chairs. I want you to do this exercise, so let's everybody stand up. Let me see that everybody's here, because I want to make sure you all are doing the exercise. The ones that are turning off their cameras, don't be shy. I used to be one of you guys. So okay, so let's just move our bodies. Let's relax. So you don't fall asleep with me. So let's do that. So one of the things that you have to be very careful of is with your state. State means that when you are all day working and you get tired, or maybe you're listening to me and you get sleepy and you just get on this position. So that moment when you do that, you need to go back to your state, because if we go back to our state, we're actually gonna really put our mind in the same state. Because if our body is on that position, or we're sad, or we're just tired, nothing good is gonna come out of it. So anytime that you feel that way, you gotta come back to state, and you're gonna be like a superhero. Like, just put your superhero position here, and you're gonna put your face up, your chin up, and you're gonna smile. Smile. Everybody smiling. You're not on. Where are you? Smile. So one of the things that this state does, so just keep on that position, smiling. Don't stop smiling. And if you want to feel right now sad or depressed or unhappy, can you feel like that? If you're in this state, if you put yourself on this position that I can do everything, that I'm a superhero, that I'm smiling. Anybody wants to share? Can you feel stressed, tired, that you cannot do anything? Okay, guys. So this is an exercise that I do myself. So those moments where you feel like you're tired, nothing is working, just take a breath, put your superhero position, lift your face up and smile. And wake yourself up. So this is an exercise that I do. I hope you guys, use it really. I know if you really put this in practice, always change your state, always change your body position, because believe me, if you are trying to brainstorm or if you're trying to get something done and you are just like, oh yes, let's do something, tired, or just your shoulders down, you're not gonna get anything done. So always remember, just be on your state, put your superhero, again, your superhero, and always remember that. So I hope you really do it. I wanted to share that exercise that I do that I feel is gonna really help you. Okay, next. So that was to wake you up a little bit too. And the next one, let me just minimize this. Give me 1 second. Okay. So the same. This is another Tony Robbins. So you're gonna hear me about Tony Robbins a lot. I just finished this program with him, so it's really great, everything that I learned, and I'm gonna share with you. So change your story, change your life. Divorce the story of limitation and marry the story of the truth, and everything changes. So again, what's your story you're telling yourself today? I want to invite you to really think, what's the story that you're telling you? Are you telling the story that I can do this, that I'm capable of, that I'm worthy enough, that I know I can do it? Because we know all we can, we put yourself in something that you want to do and you're really going to accomplish it. Just think about those times that you wanted something really bad and you went for it. And because you tell that story that you can do it, that you're going to accomplish it, and you got there. So what's the story you're telling yourself? Just be careful with the story that you're telling yourself, because that's what's going to happen. So always come back to that story that you made true for yourself, and really remember what you did at that moment and put that in perspective and do it again. Because the story you're telling yourself is what is going to guide your future. So let's really work on the story that we're telling ourselves, and to really make our dreams come true and be able to support our families, our friends, and to collaborate with others. So my computer is just okay. Now we're getting into business. So yeah, my message with all of this to all of you is that, you're always going to find the strategies. There is so much things on internet that you can learn to build your business, through Facebook, through, open houses, through anything. There are so many speakers. Even on EXP University, we have all these tons of great speakers that we can learn from. But if you don't change your mindset and your state and your goals, and if you don't know what is your why, that's when you're going to struggle. So I invite you guys to put this really in practice. Just keep pushing yourself. Just find that why, find that reason that you do what you do, put yourself in a state every day. And that's really gonna help you to accomplish anything. If you focus on something, I can hear my English, I have my accent, but I didn't know English, I had to start all over, kind of. I didn't have anyone, and I've been able to do what I do because I put myself on that why. What is my why? I'm gonna keep pushing. I'm gonna keep pushing myself. We are all capable. Everything is on our mind. Those are limitations that we have, that we cannot do something just because that's what the story that we're telling ourselves. So change your story. Okay. This is okay, key points to grow your business. So there are many things that I learned in this seminar that I wanted to put together for you, and through my career and everything that I experienced, there are things that I really think that are the most important things that you need to focus on before anything. Again, there is a lot of ways to do lead generation, but you need to get strategies on how to start doing your lead generation. So what's your ideal client? That's something that you need to ask yourself. Is it first-time home buyers, relocation, retired, veterans, sellers, anything? Like, what's the ideal client? If you think of, okay, I want to work with, I don't know, single moms, I want to work with people that are in the VA, just find what is that. I know as new real estate agents, we have, we will take anyone because we're starting our business, and And that's totally fine because you're learning, and anything that you learn is gonna help you grow your business. But at the same time, you need to start building that ideal client that you wanna work with. You need to start knowing what is that client that you really wanna work. And based on that, you're gonna start doing your marketing, you're gonna start focusing. At the beginning, you're gonna get referrals, a fear of influence, all these people, and it's great, you know. Anything that you learn is gonna help you with the next time. But if you start doing this since the beginning, nobody told me this, I was all over the place, just trying to find who wants to work with me, but I never created a plan. So having an ideal client, I just know that like very recently. So if you're a new agent, that's something that I wish somebody would have told me before, so I could have been working on that specific ideal client I want. Second thing, target an area. The same, I was all over the place because I work on this management company. I had to drive hours and hours to the north, to the south side, and I wasn't very efficient either. And targeting an area is really when you become an expert on that area. It's really hard to meet a client in an area you have no idea. Even if you read the HAR, the MLS, you're not gonna really be able to give them a good insight on that area. And the same, you know, we all do it. We all have these new clients that are coming from different sites. That's great. But again, just target the area that you wanna, maybe it's an area that you live in, like, I don't remember her name, Ashley. She was saying Pearland, so she wants to target Pearland area because she wants to grow her community there. Okay, I probably don't want, if you live in this area, but I would like to work in River Oaks, you know, when you wanna target that area. So we have to work on targeting that area. I wish the same somebody who would have told me this because I was working all over the place. Sometimes we're not too efficient if we wanna cover everything. So find that area. So as a question for you guys to really target the area you wanna work with. Find what's hard to find and target. So the same, when I started working on doing marketing and research, because I run ads on Facebook, is trying to find what's difficult to find. So let's say I find out that in Houston, one-story homes, they sell quicker than two-story homes. I didn't know that. Because the days on the market, when I did my analysis, it was, oh, one story in this area is actually very desirable. Or homes with pools. After COVID, a lot of people want the homes with pools, so you don't find them as often. Gated communities, corner lots, you know, you can find what is missing because that is gonna be your base to start talking to your public. Because if you're offering what everybody is offering, probably you're not gonna get that many leads. But if you find in that Pearland market, I don't know, Katy, Cypress, any market that you're in, go on your MLS and do some research of active pendings, what goes quick on that area, and that's what you want to target. So find what's hard to find and target. And the most important thing, add value. So make an irresistible offer on what you're offering. If it's first-time home buyers, okay, I'm gonna offer this guide for first-time home buyers that can help them to understand the whole process. If it's a seller, we all offer the CMA, but we can also offer, okay, this blog that is gonna explain them how to sell their home faster or what they can do to make their home ready. So people want value, and that's one of the main things that I learned from this class that, you know, I wish I knew before too. It's about adding value, because if you think about it, there is all these tons of companies that are gonna offer you, or you see all these agents selling homes, and you know that's everyone doing that. But if you're offering value, people are gonna start reaching out to you, because more than you posting listings, you're gonna start adding value to them. You can do it through video, through social media, through blogs. I use KV Core, so you all have access to KV Core. I really encourage you to use KV Core because you can do thousands of things. You can even send personalized videos. You can create blog campaigns. They have a great training course. I think Amanda is also doing a great job by doing all this training on KV Core. So you have this powerful CRM. And the same, you know, when you're building a business, and if you don't know the people like me, all my business are from people that I don't know. I need to have detailed notes of everything that is going on, because if they talk to me later on and I have no idea who they are, that's not gonna make me look good. So, you know, push yourself to really use KV Core, because that's a great CRM that is gonna grow your business if you wanna grow your business potential, you know, substantially. Okay. Okay. Everybody sip of water if you have water.
Cheers. I love that you said you do business with mostly people you don't know. So if you guys are brand new to real estate or brand new to the area that you're in, it's okay. We all have to start from somewhere. So that's awesome.
Yeah, and I think the goal is just be honest, be you, be genuine with people, and they're gonna feel that if you really want to help them. I see people that I don't know and they come to my office and I talk to them and I able to convert them. And it's not that I do anything special. I mean, it's just on me and I really want to help them. And I think when they know that you really care, they're gonna see it in you. So be yourself. That's something else that sometimes we just are scared because we don't know if we're enough or if we are not at this level of this person. And at the end of the day, it's you, and you're gonna attract the people that is gonna be like you, and they are gonna work fine with you. So just don't be scared and do it and be yourself. That's kind of the message. Tell stories. So when you're doing all this marketing and giving all this value to people, you can maybe talk about the closing. How did you help them to buy this house? Or if you find something on the inspection that you didn't know that can help other people, maybe you can write about it on Facebook. You can record a video. On my side, I haven't done videos because that's something that I kind of keep delaying myself, but videos are the best thing because that's how people are gonna know you and are gonna be close to you. So that's something that you can do through blogs, through campaigns, send text messages, and videos. Clarity is the second. Always be simple. So I learned this on this conference as well, that we sometimes want to do so much and we just do all these things on our websites, on our blogs. We just want to put everything together and we make people confused. So they go to our website and they don't even know what we offer. So always be simple on your message. When somebody goes on your Instagram, your Facebook, your website, just make sure they know what you're selling within the first 5 seconds, because people are just gonna pick here. They're looking at thousands of websites, and if you're not clear on your message and you want to do all these things, you probably they are not gonna understand what you do, and that's gonna make you lose clients. So always be clear on your message. Consistency. So the same, huge rewards come from small, seemingly insignificant actions. There is this book that is called Compound Effect. A friend of mine, Brenda, I don't know if she's here, but she told me about this article, and it's been great because sometimes we start posting on social media and then we don't see any results, we don't see any likes, we don't see anything going on, and we start talking to ourselves, oh, I'm doing something wrong, and you just stop doing it, and you don't build something from doing it 1 week, 2 weeks. Sometimes it takes years. And the only thing that you need to worry about is that you're providing that value and you're doing it from your heart. And at some point it's gonna build up and you're gonna get the results. But you gotta be patient and be consistent with everything that you do in your business. Take one thing at a time, but do it consistently, and you're gonna see the results in the long term. And then last thing is find your niche. So the same for me. I didn't know people. I didn't have that sphere of influence. So cold calling was a right way for me to do business. For others, maybe cold calling is not the way. Maybe somebody says, I don't want to do cold calling. So you can do open houses, door knocking, build relationships. We all have to build relationships, of course, and, focus on our referral base and everything. But just find what you're good at and what you would like to do, and then start following those leaders. I think, if you talk to Amanda, she will connect you with somebody that actually, that's what you want to do. So find what you want to do, because if you really don't like cold calling, I mean, we all have to cold call at some point and do it, but there are other ways on real estate that you can actually build your business from. So find your niche, find what you're good at, find what you really like, that you're passionate about, and do it. Okay. This is one of the ways that I have built my business, and it's free. I do lead generation and I actually pay for ads on Facebook, but this is a way that maybe new agents can do it, and it's pretty easy. So you can get a listing permission if you don't have a listing. I know we all the XP agents are gonna be happy to say, oh yes, go ahead and promote my listing. So that's not gonna be an issue. You can promote it as long as you put their information at the end of the ad. Marketplace, I actually got a seller and a buyer from there. Is real. It's not that I'm just showing you and it didn't work. It requires work, but if you're a new agent, the same. You know, you want to start conversations and you want to start creating this practice of talking. So even if the lead is not great, you're going to start talking to them and finding out what they want. And the more you practice, the better that you're going to get at it. So you can go to this marketplace if you have Facebook. And if you all of you have Facebook. Again, I'm gonna share this presentation, so I just made it simple here. I'm pretty sure if you go on YouTube, you can find it as well. It's not that hard, but if you need any help, you know, I will be happy to record a video for you. But if you go to Marketplace, then you go to Home Sales, and then you go to Create Listing. You can create the listing. They are gonna ask you just how many bedrooms, the same way you created on MLS. Is like 4 or 5 questions. It's very short. And then you're gonna see these ad photos. So basically that's how you create the listing. And you're gonna start getting leads from it. This is an example. I actually listed this house and I've been getting some messages March 10, March 8, March 7. So basically people are gonna say, hey, is this available? And it's like, hey, yes, it is. You know, send me your number so I can send you the details. That's kind of the way I do, because sometimes if they send us an email, we're not gonna be able to reach out to them. So you're gonna get leads for sure on this. So just maybe the same, target your area. If you want a homes in Katy, Pearland, any area you want, start focusing on that. Start posting 2-3 houses a day. And if you do it every day, you're gonna start getting all these leads for free. If you do it compounded, you know, if you stop doing it, of course, it's the same. It's gonna stay there and you're not gonna get more leads. But if you keep doing it consistently, people are gonna start noticing, oh, is this person is the same, oh, they have houses in this area, and then you can become the expert on that area. Okay. And then my computer is a little slow. Okay. And then maybe this actually I learned that from Amanda when I started, and I keep doing it. And is that you can list any homes from KV Core to Craigslist, Pinterest, Facebook. Probably Amanda has already explained that, or we can send you guys a video on how to do it step by step, but I just wanted to show you. So make sure you have your KV Core active, because you actually have to send an email to EXP so they activate your KV Core. And then you can do the listings, and you can filter by any area you want. And once I just filter Katy area, you can filter by Pearland or any area you want. And once you get the home, you can actually post it on Craigslist, Pinterest, Twitter, Facebook, everything. So this is really powerful, because the way it does is it's really quick. It posts everything for you, so you don't have to do anything. It's amazing. So if you take 5 minutes of your day and do 10 minutes every day, the same, you're gonna start getting all these leads from that. And it actually is pretty cool, because it puts your number here it automatically puts the number, that KV Core number. A recommendation that I can give you is that KV Core gives you a number, but I will pay for a number, because KV Core, sometimes they don't give you the Houston number 832, or, you know, and then people think that it's a spam. So I don't know if it's the same way right now, but just make sure the area code is from Houston, because otherwise people are not going to answer you. And that happened to me early on. And I realized, and I was like, okay, I think it's $20 a month, but it's really, really worth it. So just make sure that they give you a Houston code number, so people don't think that it's a spam. Okay, and this is basically some links that I wanted to share with you. These are some websites where you can get all the information for blogs and, you know, information that you can share. Keeping Current Matters is a great website where you find buyer tips, seller tips. So you actually don't have to you know, spend the time to create something that is already there. just promote it yourself, just share the information. If you want to add something on top of it, that's great. House Logic, okay, I just leave all the links for you, so you have more than 5 websites that you can use. That way you can start providing value to your clients, create a blog for your clients, and start sending information. This is the book that I mentioned, The Miracle Morning. So the same, you can find it on Audible, or you can buy the book. And Compound Effect, that's by Darren Hardy. It's a great book too, so I wanted for you to know. And this is Tony Robbins that I've been talking about. If you don't know Tony Robbins, if you want to check it out, it's pretty good. It really helps you to keep your mindset and just keep on this high state that is going to really allow you to accomplish anything you want. Okay, so finally, next, just the homework for you guys is find your why. So don't just leave it on the paper today, just really work on it after this or later on when you have time at night, in the morning. Find that why, and find that why that is precise, that is specific. Find that little phrase that is going to help you to go through everything. Make sure you exercise your brain. You make it stronger every day, because that's what is going to really help you to, grow as a person. Remember, the person that you need to be better is than the you that you were yesterday. It's not all comparing yourself to others, it's all comparing yourself to what you were yesterday, and you need to be better than yesterday. So make sure you work that brain muscle. And finally, to experience success, you must take massive action. So let's, just don't leave everything that you learn here. Just do it, start doing it one thing at a time. You don't need to do everything at the same time. Sometimes we just learn so much and we start doing all these things and we don't get anything done at the end of the day. So if you want to start going one thing, just take one action and do it. Thank you, and live with passion. That's my message. So make sure everything you do it with passion. Yeah.